Як я малим збирався навесні, йти у світ незнаними шляхами, сорочку мати вишила мені червоними та чорними, червоними.
Privilege YouTube, so just come on my YouTube channel where I provide my views on talented artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists. And I promise you that you won't be disappointed whatsoever. So why don't you come and join me in discovering amazing, talented artists and bringing it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now, my first reaction of today, we are going over to Ukraine, and I am going to be checking out Malireski again. As you know, I have checked out Malireski when he was doing a collaboration with Elena, and that was just absolutely amazing. And I've checked out more of his stuff. So this is a compilation of his interpretation of a song called Two Colors, and he has put down, I have translated it, so he's put down here, Two Colors has been a plan in his time for a long while. So he's just come around to doing it. The arrangements receive news of the death of Dmytro Pavlichenko, the author of the text, as you know, whose poem of this is the basis of the song. He said he likes the song about the tower. That piece at some point was forced to be rubbed out due to poor performances because Two Colors was very popular. With that in mind, I treated both songs as something rather corny, but now I'm rethinking these songs and offering you my interpretations. So that's what he is saying, and I can't wait to see what he's done with it, to be fair. So look, if you haven't done already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button to indicate to you when my next uploads will be. Also, in my community page, I did ask for 60s and 70s songs. Please keep them coming in because I want to carry out that reaction fairly soon. So if you carry on carrying that, and also, as you know, I'm digging deep and into what is Ukraine. Should I do like, I want to be something like light-hearted. So, like, should I go into sort of like the comedic values? Like, you know, is there certain TV programs or certain things that that would explain the Ukrainian culture a little bit more through, like, you know, TV, as in a comedy or a certain film? And I'll react to it. I mean, as long as it's not, you know, over 30 minutes or something, and there's, you know, something that, you know, we can talk together, or something that you want to, you know, Uncle Mama, watch this because I think it might explain Ukraine a little bit more, you know, or about a country a little bit more. Going back as, you know, 60s, 70s, 80s, I don't mind. We'll just have a discussion about that. Leave comments in my community page. And if you haven't been in my community page already, please go into my community page. Check it out. That is where I interact with you guys even more as well. And I know, like I said, you have been sending me messages, so that's absolutely amazing. Keep it coming. So look, I'm blabbing way too much. Let's press the play button, shall we? So, without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
Як я малим збирався навесні, йти у світ незнаними шляхами, сорочку мати вишила мені червоними та чорними, червоними та чорними нитками. Два кольори мої, два кольори, на полотні в душі мої оба. Два кольори мої, два кольори, червоне то любов, а чорне то журба.
I've been told about the two
Мене
colours.
водило в безвісті життя.
Thank you very much, Nat.
мої пороги переплелись, як мамине шиття, мої сумні
Mama left, is that your mother then?
і радісні, мої сумні і радісні дороги.
Okay.
Два кольори мої, два кольори.
Кольори is colours?
На полотні в душі моїй оба. Два кольори мої, два кольори.
Два is two.
Червоне то любов, а чорне то журба. Мені війнула в очі сивина, та я нічого не везу додому, лиш моточок старого полотна і вишите моє життя, і вишите моє життя на ньому. І вишите моє життя, і вишите моє життя на ньому. Два кольори мої, два кольори, оба на полотні, в душі моїй оба. Два кольори мої, два кольори. Червоне то любов, а чорне то журба.
I can't roll my tongue, man.
Червоне то
It's frustrating.
любов, а чорне то журба.
You see that? So that was Malevsky's version, his interpretation of Two Colours. Now, I said before, I believe we did have a discussion regarding the two colours, red and black, and you explained it to me because on prior to I believe a traditional folk song regarding similar to that nature, which you asked me to recommend, which you recommended me to react to. Got it out my mouth. Apologies for that. But it's nice to see what I've said before. It's nice to see modern artists taking on the flagship of reintroducing folk and songs of 100 years old and longer back into the music system, what we have. Because it's a rarity in countries. It's a fact. It's just a rarity. In the UK, it's unheard of. It's gone. The main industry is pop, as you know. So folk songs, even though it exists, is a small pocket of villages that still highlight that kind of torch. There's no charts for it. There's no industry for it. So you hear that now in maybe a theatre production or something like that. That's the only time when you're going to hear that kind of songs. Same thing with, I don't know, us in various other small pockets of, it seems to me in countries like America, England, where, and I don't know, to be fair, only America and England, and suppose Australia and something like that, even though there's some kind of deep value to it, the music which stems from the source of the ground of the country, the first native people of that country, of that land, that music tells a story and it's kind of lost. So now you look to other countries, I react to music from around the world and you see these old songs, and I call them underneath folk songs because every country has a folk song, a folk song category, a story, a music that tells a story, a music that tells history, a music that tells a story which you must not forget. Because that's what basically folk songs are. It's a deep, it's a storytelling of something, which is an event that happened that we must never forget about. And any stories told which we must never forget about is 9 times out of 10 is always in songs, so we don't forget songs or dances. Yeah. And it's just nice that there is that torch still flying. That there is that young person who's not yet born tomorrow, not yet born today, but maybe born tomorrow, that has that possibility of still carrying that flag of storytelling through terms of music, which that era must not forget. Is that not amazing things, is to pass knowledge down from generations to generations to generations. Like I said, some countries have lost that. But it's unfortunate that countries who have suffered the most, who has the most stories to tell, those countries never forget. Food for thought. Until then, I salute you. Boom.
В душі моїй оба, два кольори мої, два кольори. Червоне то любов, а чорне то журба. Червоне то любов, а чорне то журба.